Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the RWA Christmas Special 2018. We're back with a Christmas Special for the first time in 6 years. Back in 2012, Masterath 2 won the tournament, managing to flip everything it faced out of the arena and into the air. And they finally beat Pop in the final to win the championship. Masterath 3, their newest machine, will be competing in this tournament to see if they can regain the Christmas Championship. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see who's up first. So in our first battle we have last time's winners Masterath 3, RWA legend Dante and two new machines in Primeval and Swingin Udders. Let's get to the arena for our first battle.
Roboteers, stand by.
So there's the new boys, Primeval with their crushing jaw, other newcomers, Swingin Udders with their spinning mallets, don't forget about Dante with the axe and lifter, and of course Masterath 3 with the ferocious flipper.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Watch out for Masterath 3, last time's champions, and they've immediately thrown themselves over. Oh, that's it, lads. I pick you up and you throw yourselves over. That's a great start after 6 years hiatus. Now they self-right once again, coming back into it again. Now, meanwhile, Swingin trying to bring those spinning weights into play. Masterath 3 trying to take advantage of flipping them into the air. Flipping them up and over straight away, cannonballing them into Karma, see if you said. Swingin is now righted, but they've lost one of their swinging maces. And now, will that off-balance them? Masterath 3 have once again flipped themselves over, and now Primeval taking perfect advantage. Oh goodness me, it's already all going on, isn't it? For the first time in 6 years, we finally have the Christmas Championship in RWA returning, and it's already pure chaos. And we love it, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Masterath 3 are in all sorts of trouble here. Primeval, they look fantastic with that crushing jaw. Swingin Udders, meanwhile, their spinner is now off balance because of those maces. And there's Dante trying to get the axe involved. Meanwhile, Masterath 3 once again being punctured by Primeval and pried up into the air. Dante swinging down the axe again. That axe looks impressive. RWA legends Dante, multi-time semi-finalists, and a personal favourite of mine as well. Roscoe Whitey would disagree, but that's because he's a Muppet. So, meanwhile, now in the CBZ, it's Masterath 3. It's all going on here, isn't it? Swinging and trying to bring those spinners into play again. In slams Dante now, trying to get those that rear lifting shovel involved. Not too sure how effective that weapon is going to be. They've managed to finally get underneath now, but it took a long time to get underneath. And into Karma's CPZ. Karma clamping down on Swingin Udders and, well, dropping them straight away as well. Well done, Karma. Very good house roboteering there. Down comes Dante's axe again. Very, very dangerous. Meanwhile, Masterath 3 here are in problems, and I'm just wondering how long they've been immobilised for. They're now self-righted, but was it too late? They've got to finally they get a good flip in on Dante, completely rebuilt Masterath 3. Dante tries to suffer and does so, but they lose their stream mech. So if they get flipped over again, they are done for. Meanwhile, now Malfunction coming in on Masterath 3, as is Karma, and that tells me that Masterath 3 were mobilised for too long. Masterath 3 trying to fight back. Resistance is futile in RWA, lads. Oh, meanwhile, Dante nearly throwing itself over somehow. Primeval coming in for the attack now, trying to grab a hold of Swingin Udders and does so, crumpling in. Primeval, they've been very impressive in this battle. The new boys, very impressive debut here. Dante, they've been great as well. Swingin Udders leaves a little bit to be desired, as does Masterath 3 being taken towards the pit of oblivion. What a shock this is! They're out already! They were favoured to win this after winning the last one with Masterath 2. And meanwhile now, Swingin Udders very close towards the pit of oblivion, and Dante, with the help from Primeval, managing to go through to the next round. Swingin Udders down the pit, Dante and Primeval, they go through to the next round. What a battle that was! What a surprise, Masterath 3 out, as are Swingin Udders, Primeval and Dante. They both go through to the next round. And next up we have Dominator 2, RWA legends, Burn with their powerful spike, Bodyguard, former grand finalists in RWA, and BLT, the sandwich that bites back.
Roboteers, stand by.
So there's BLT with their flipper, Bodyguard with the spikes and the pushing power, Burn, they've also got a spike as well, and Dominator 2 with that very dangerous axe.
3, 2, 1, activate.
quite a bit of experience in this one. There is BLT immediately firing their flipper up and missing. Great start there. There's the bodyguard. They're former finalists in RWA actually. They made it already through to the grand final. Came third in Series 28 of RWA, if I remember myself correctly. Burn going flying through the air. They're former 2-time semi-finalists. Dominator 2, long-time veterans in Robot Wars, the original series as we all know. 3-time semi-finalists there. There's the spike of Burn. That's a very powerful spike. That spring-loaded spike of Burns came shooting out there and sent Dominator 2 flying. There's meanwhile BLT trying to flip someone over with that flipper. It's really not working, is it? BLT, they've entered before with the cheese sandwich and ham and cheese sandwich in previous Christmas specials, and I'll be honest, they haven't done very well. But who knows? They might do well this time. But they've been slammed into Karma's CP's head this time, so who knows? Burn now trying to use their streamer to try and flip Dominator 2 over, and is failing, to be honest. Down comes Dominator 2's axe once again though. Burn, that spike, you know, is a very mean weapon. Very dangerous, very deadly. There it goes, shooting out once again. Dominator 2 now getting caught up in the Christmas decorations. As you can see, no expense was really spared on those, it must be said. Dominator 2 now stuck on the sidewall once again, trying to get away from them, but Burn coming in for another attack. Meanwhile, the bodyguard slamming BLT into the CP's head there with Karma, and they seem to be in a lot of trouble here, and have been toppled up and over, and I think that might be it now for BLT. They didn't even get going. They really did not even get going, did they? Trying to self-right. But they are in all sorts of problems right now. Dominator 2 now reversing, trying to get a better attack in. Slams Burn with that spike once again. That spike is so powerful, so dangerous, so deadly. Slams the bodyguard with those ramming spikes. Oh, they managed to puncture the side of Dominator 2. And right where they punctured, look, is where the wheels are located. Now, I'm just wondering if that's going to cause any severe mobility problems for Dominator 2 for the rest of this battle. Burn trying to keep up with the action, really. Meanwhile, it's all over for BLT, let's be honest. In comes Karma, hungry for a snack, plucking them up into the air. Look at that. Oh, BLT, he didn't even get going, lads. And now thrown through the air by the floor flipper and by malfunction as well. Oh, this is exactly what the Christmas special is all about, you know. Fun and complete chaos. That's exactly what we've got. Look at the damage there caused by malfunction's axe to BLT's flipper, and again puncturing them and taking them towards the pit of oblivion. It's all over for them, I'm afraid. Such a shame. We hope to see them back again though. They're great fun. Good slam there by the bodyguard. And you see that little grey thing on the front of the bodyguard? That's actually a spinning bar. We haven't really seen much of that in this competition. It's been mostly about the spikes and the pushing power that they have. Meanwhile, BLT's stuck to malfunction's axe. Finally they managed to get off, and I'm just wondering now how these three, whether it's going to go to the judges or not. It's been a very close battle so far, very tough, very tenacious. Burn pushing Dominator 2 once again there. I'm just wondering how much of this battle Dominator 2 has been pushed around here by these two machines, because Burn and Bodyguard have been very effective throughout this battle. Down comes Dominator 2's axe once again, and cease called. It's going to go to the judges. Oh, I hate to be a judge in this situation. So the judges have decided that Dominator 2 go out along with BLT, Burn and the Bodyguard. They go through to the next round. Next up we have two Christmas special legends, Deathsled 3 and Xmas Furby, a newcomer in Grey Matter, and a Robo War legend in Unique. This should be a great fight. Let's see it.
Roboteers, stand by.
Xmas Furby looks great, doesn't it, with the eyes and the ears. Deathsled 3 has the axe. Unique with that full-bodied spinner. And of course, Grey Matter with the flywheel.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Highly recommended to watch out for Unique in this battle, but Grey Matter look good too. The newbies there with that spinning flywheel hitting them and immediately getting smashed there by Unique though. Now that seems to have stunned Grey Matter, and that allowed Xmas Furby to get in behind and flip them over. Now can they self-right from there? Down comes Deathsled 3's axe meanwhile. Deathsled 3 actually managing to attack an opponent. Well, that's a first for everything, I suppose. Oh, and slams Unique there. Now Unique with that full body spinner, they are Robo War legends. They are a former Robo War champion and a former multi-time Robo War semi-finalist. They're very deadly, very dangerous, and you really want to watch out for them. Xmas Furby and Deathsled 3 also have previous experience, but not much success. Xmas Furby have yet to win a battle, just so you know, by the way. Deathsled have only won one in their entire career, but still, who knows? It may be a Christmas miracle after all this time of year. Meanwhile, Grey Matter, I think, are already done for here. They didn't even get going, did they? We saw one hit from that flywheel, then Unique stunned them, and that allowed Xmas Furby to get a hold of them and flip them over. And that's a shame, really, for them. I hope they do better in Rebirth 3. I really, really do hope so. They have actually managed to successfully qualify. I'm not really too sure how, based on the performance there. Down the pit they go. They're done for. And yes, that was over very, very quickly for them. So, thank you very much, guys, for coming. Hope to see you again. Hope you do better in Rebirth 3. Meanwhile, in Slam's Unique there. Now, just a quick wonder, quite a few robots competing in this tournament will be in Rebirth 3. Unique will be there as well, representing Robot War. Goodness me, what a slam there from Unique on to Deathsled 3. Deathsled 3's axe is very impressive. Meanwhile, now, Xmas Furby getting that lifter underneath. That lift has been so effective in this tournament. It's a complete rebuild. Both these machines are actually. They've both been complete rebuilds, and it's very nice to see that they're actually doing well for a change. It has to be said. Deathsled 3 being pepper-potted and taken towards the pit of oblivion. And can they get away from that? Oh, yes, they can. But only just. Meanwhile, in Slam's Unique once again. Good fight this one, isn't it? Between three fantastic machines. Unique, I must admit, has been given a tough run for its money. I thought this would be a walkthrough for them, it has to be said. And they've nearly been toppled over here. Now we could be seeing a surprise. The two underdogs could both well win this one after all. But no. Unique managing to spin away and coming in and attack once again. Xmas Furby, you know, such a good rebuild, isn't it? It's got that powerful push. It's got the lifter. Apparently you can self-right as well. So basically it's completely and much better than their previous machine. Oh no! And Deathsled 3, after such a valiant performance, have been pitched thanks to Unique, and they go through with Xmas Furby. An unfortunate debut for Grey Matter and an unfortunate loss for Deathsled 3 see Unique and Xmas Furby through. And next in our final first round battle we have AT20, VMAX, Killerhurtz, the Legends of Robot Wars Armageddon, and Thermidor 3. Let's get to the arena.
Roboteers, stand by.
Killerhurtz looks mean with its dangerous axe. Can't forget about VMAX with the flipper. Thermidor 3 with its big flipper as well. And AT20 with its brand new flywheel.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Interesting side note of this battle, 3 of these 4 machines all competed in the original Robot Wars competition. So, there you go, there's a little fun fact for you. There's Killerhurtz there. Meanwhile, being flipped over immediately by Thermidor 3. Now, Thermidor 3 is a very powerful flipper, as you can tell. But down comes Killerhurtz's axe now, and managing to sink right there behind the flipper of Thermidor 3. I'm wondering what damage that may have done. There's AT20, their former grand finalists. They came 3rd in Series 27 of the original Robot Wars Armageddon series, I should say, sorry. But now, meanwhile, they haven't really had much success since then, it has to be said, and VMAX getting underneath them and flipping them up and over. Now, can they get back from there? They've got that very powerful flywheel. It's brand new, they say, so it hasn't been fully tested. They are due to be seeded, actually, for Rebirth 3, it has to be said as well. Meanwhile, Killerhurtz have been flipped up and over straight away there. Look at the hole in the bottom of Killerhurtz. That must be done during Rebirth 2, it has to be said. Down, there comes Axe. They're trying to self-right. Meanwhile, Thermidor coming in for a flip. VMAX are trying to flip over Thermidor 3. It's all going on here. The 3 Robot Wars machines seem to be the most impressive out of the machine. And out of those 2, Thermidor for me has to be the most impressive. But they are now being pressurised and they have been flipped over by VMAX. Can they self-right? Yes, they can, but now they're on their side. Can they get back from there? Can Killerhurtz self-right and capitalise on this moment? I'm not too sure. Yes, they can. They have self-righted. Down comes the axe now onto Thermidor 3. AT20 have been upside down for a very long time. We have not yet seen the brand new flywheel, and that is a worry for them and a disappointment. They, like I said, they are due to be seeded in the new series of Rebirth. This is not a very impressive first performance for their new machine, is it? And they are in trouble, and I think they are done for. Karma plucking them into the air, nearly overbalancing, look, as she did so. Very heavy robot AT20, 100 grams in weight, one of the heaviest machines in Robot War at the moment. VMAX now is upside down and have been pushed into the CP's head with malfunction and have been plucked up there by the axe. Meanwhile, down comes the drop zone, off comes the wheel of AT20s. Oh, that's such a shame for them. If they weren't out, they definitely are now. Meanwhile, VMAX being thrown around like a ragdoll there. Thermidor 3 has been so impressive in this fight, hasn't it? And again, that flipper, you know, so strong, could be a dark horse for this competition, especially now that we've lost so many favourites, especially Masterath 3 earlier on. They are also due to be seeded for Rebirth 3 as well. Down the pit go, AT20. Well, it was like fun while it lasted, lads. Hope they can get it repaired in time for Rebirth 3. That would be a shame to see them go out so soon. Down comes the axe once again of Killerhurtz now, trying to come back because they've been the most pressurised of these three machines for me. VMAX is slowly but surely getting stronger as well. Thermidor 3 getting a little bit weaker as it goes on perhaps. They're trying to self-right, can they? Yes they can. Self-righting. And once again coming in for a flip, so they definitely have enough CO2 on board to continue the fight normally. Meanwhile, Killerhurtz 3 self-righting once again, and time has ticked down. So the judges have decided that Killerhurtz was not effective enough. They're eliminated along with 80-20. Thermidor 3 and VMAX go through. And in our first quarter-final battle, a true Robo-War versus RWA Special, as Thermidor 3 and Burn take on Dante and Unique. This should be a great fight.
Roboteers, stand by.
Thermidor 3, Power Flipper, impressive in the last round, as too were Burn with their dangerous spike. Unique was also quite deadly with their spinner, and Dante's axe looks potent.
3, 2, 1, activate.
A true clash of the series here. Robo-War versus RWA, and immediately Dante flipped over by Thermidor 3. Can Dante self-right using that self-righting arm? Yes, they can. Burn now underneath Dante as well. Unique spinning, but not getting a good attack in. Now finally does so on Thermidor 3. But now it's been flipped over straight away. Now can they self-right from there? They say that they have a self-righting mechanism. They did self-right in Robo-War, but here they seem to be struggling to self-right. Dante, meanwhile, has now been righted and is attacking Unique. Oh, the truce must be up already. Well, that lasted long, didn't it? They said they were going to team up. Obviously, that went south very early on. Unique now self-righted. Oh, goodness me, look at the power there. Sending Dante flying. Dante again sent flying towards the sidewall. That huge axe of Dante looks impressive, doesn't it? Meanwhile, Bertrand coming in and now getting flipped over by Thermidor 3. So all truces are now off. Bird trying to self-right, not self-righting as flamboyantly as usual. Are they immobilised? Are they able to self-right? Down came Dante's axe once again there. Dante trying to get that axe involved once again. And now that lifting scoop as well. Underneath Thermidor 3 and flipping it up and over. Can Thermidor 3 self-right? Yes, it can, but almost into the clutches of Karma there. That was a bit daft. Meanwhile, Unique trying to get that finish. Sorry, I do apologise. It's so much to keep up with this. It really is. I get tongue-tied so easily. Oh my goodness me! And Unique very nearly pushed out the pit there thanks to Dante and nearly deflected off of them. Dante now going to bring the axe in, and again Unique, perfect shape and size for that axe to come in. It's a flat, low robot, perfect target for a good axe like Dante. Burn trying to get that spike involved once again, but being put over yet again and self-righting. That's more like it. That is the flamboyant self-righting we expect from Burn. And trying to get now in on the tyres of Thermidor. And Thermidor 3 being pushed now towards malfunction and chucked into the air again. Can Thermidor self-right? Yes, they can. Nearly getting caught up in the Christmas lights there. This is terrific stuff. This is the battle of the tournament so far, if you ask me. Goodness me again! Unique nearly down the pit, and this time they have gone down! Oh, what a shame! And what an upset! Unique out! Well, they were favoured to go through to the top 4 at least! They're already out. That's a huge shame for them. Meanwhile now Dante puts up and over onto its side, and that there is not the area which Dante can self-right from. Can they get their axe involved? Can they self-right now? I'm honestly not too sure. They're stuck on their end. They're trying to self-right using their flipping lifting scoop and their axe, but it doesn't look like they can make it. And now Thermidor 3 and Burn battling it out between themselves. They both know that they're safely through. Dante, they are done for. Plucked up there by Karma and being dragged to the floor flipper. Are they? Yes, they are indeed. They are going to be sent flying through the air. They're trying to self-right now. Thermidor 3 shoving them onto the flipper. It's a bit late, lads. Oh, off comes the axe, but they've been righted. Down comes Malfunction's axe one more time.
Cease.
Oh, dearie me. C scored there. Thermidor 3 and Burn, they go through. What a brawl, what a free-for-all, but Dante and Unique are both out. Thermidor 3 and Burn through to the semis. And in our next quarter-final battle, it's VMAX with the flipper, Xmas Furby, they've surprised everyone getting this far, the bodyguard, and of course the dangerous Primeval. Let's get to the arena.
Roboteers, stand by.
VMAX were very effective in their last battle, as too was Xmas Furby. Primeval, they looked very dangerous, and so too did the bodyguard.
3, 2, 1, activate. activate.
Hard to pick a winner of these 4 machines. They were all very impressive in their respective 4-way melees earlier on. But Primeval are in the CPZ. But now attacking Xmas Furby, which is piggybacking with the bodyguard. The bodyguard now on its side. Can they get away from there on the sidewall? Yes, they can. That was a good attack by VMAX. Meanwhile, VMAX now being lifted by Xmas Furby. I love Xmas Furby. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? Great fun. Exactly what Robot Wars Armageddon is all about. Fun and camaraderie. And they've also been toppled over into the clutches of Primeval. And look at that crusher. Just piercing through as if it was tin foil. There was absolutely no effort there whatsoever from the crusher of Primeval. And now slamming them into malfunction. See, but now they're being pulled apart like some sort of vicious, horrible tug of war. Now can they self-right? Can they get back from the situation? Yes, they go. Oh, goodness me! They threw themselves back over there. Fantastic stuff by Xmas Furby. In comes VMAX once again for an attack. Primeval now trying to get a hold of the bodyguard's wheels and do some damage there. Can they get a hold of it? There's that bar spin, and we haven't really seen much of it from the bodyguard, have we? I don't even know if it's working, honestly. I couldn't honestly tell you. And now, Xmas Furby managing to upend the bodyguard. That was a great drive. And I'm just wondering whether there was some damage on there to the bodyguard's wheels, because they usually can outpush something like Xmas Furby. Xmas Furby now being crumpled into. Oh dear, Primeval has loved picking on them, hasn't he? Goodness me, they've loved picking on them. Poor Xmas Furby. Oh, but now they've both been flipped over thanks to VMAX. VMAX, you know, they could go far in this competition. Who knows? Who honestly knows at this point? Meanwhile, Primeval now in the clutches of Karma and being plucked into the air. And is Christmas Furby trying to get back as well? Xmas Furby, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's only my series. Who knows? Anyway, meanwhile, the bodyguard finally righted, but it's far too late. Into the clutches of Karma, plucked into the air. She is a beautiful house robot, isn't she? She's glorious, she's wonderful, and she's very nearly got the bodyguard out of the arena. Not quite this time, I'm afraid to say. Meanwhile, Primeval here have still got a hold of Xmas Furby. Xmas Furby are still mobile. It's not like earlier on when Masterath was stuck upside down. Xmas Furby are still technically okay here. They are in the clutches of Primeval. Oh, and they pulled the crusher off! They've completely ripped the crusher off of Primeval. Now, where did that come from? That was completely and utterly out of nowhere. And now Primeval are weaponless and are almost certainly out of it, unless they can survive to the judges. And even then, they sustain the most damage out of everyone. And all of a sudden, this battle has turned on its head. Meanwhile, the bodyguard getting thrown around by malfunction. Meanwhile, Primeval are in all sorts of problems here. We're in the final few seconds of this battle, and Xmas Furby with one last push as cease is called, and it goes to the judges. That's a shame for Primeval and the bodyguard. They both looked impressive, but VMAX and Xmas Furby, they power on through to the next round. And the semi-finals are now in. Xmas Furby will be taking on Thermidor 3 later on. But first up, it's VMAX versus Burn.
Roboteers, stand by.
Two titans going at it. The Spike versus the Flipper. Who will win?
3, 2, 1, activate.
Two very impressive machines here in this semi-final. Burn immediately flipped up and over into Karma. Seems to have good attack there by VMAX, but Burn was able to self-right spectacularly get out of the way, and now using that spike on VMAX, but VMAX underneath Burn once again and throwing it up and over. Can they self-right? Yes, they can. Getting it on the side assault again on VMAX though. Burn now in behind VMAX and shoving them into the CPZ. VMAX are in all sorts of troubles here. This is a problem. There is malfunction. Just looking to bring the axe in and does so, puncturing the VMAX and plucking them into the air. That wonderful tactic of his, that party trick, throwing VMAX over the head now. And now, meanwhile, VMAX trying to flip Burn up and over. Didn't quite do it the first time. Does it on the second attack? Can Burn self-right this time? That wasn't a successful self-right, nor was that. Now they finally do so, but they were stuck on Karma for a while there. That allows VMAX to come in for another attack. Burn now. Yes, they do self-right. Once again, I thought for a minute they might have been stuck, but they were okay. Burn trying to self-right, but it's not as powerful as usual. There's the spike. Again, that didn't seem as powerful as it has been. Is there a problem for Burn? Oh, not on that evidence at all, really. And again, that spike just once again launching VMAX across the arena. That's more like it. So maybe there's a power set? I don't know. It's my own machine. I have no idea, lad. Anyway, they self-right once again in spectacular style. So all of a sudden, Burn coming back strongly on VMAX. They're pushing them towards the CP of malfunctions once again, but they are up on the wedge. Now, why didn't VMAX flip them over there? Is there a problem with VMAX's flipper now, I wonder? Burn once again struggling to self-right, and they're in the CPZ, and this could be a problem. VMAX's flipper now self-right, now working, so it is capable of working. Burn is the first to self-right. VMAX trying to, but the sidewall blocking it, and now they're in trouble here. Can VMAX get down? Can they self-right? Yes, they can. It took them a long time, though. Burn trying to outpush them here, but they go up the wedge once again. Burn nearly flipped over once again by VMAX. This is a terrific battle so far between these two machines. A great start to the semi-finals of the Christmas Special. I can't believe it's been 6 years since we've been able to have one of these, but I tell you what, I'm glad we managed to bring it back again because it's been absolutely fantastic fun. And Karma now, we're managing to get a hold of VMAX and plucking it into the air. But Burn driving VMAX towards the driving VMAX towards the pit and very nearly beats it there. Goodness me, now Burn coming back in out of nowhere, using that lifting arm to flip VMAX onto their side. Can VMAX self-right? Yes, they can. They were able to gain some purchase on the side wall. If it wasn't for that, they would have been done for there, I think. VMAX now getting underneath Karma and flipping them up and over. And Burn now is coming back in the dying moments of this battle. And I'm just wondering, is it enough? VMAX were on top for the majority, but they have come back strongly, but they've been flipped up and over once again. We are into the dying moments of this battle. VMAX trying to flip Burn over one more time. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Can Burn self-right? Yes, they can again. But is it too late for Burn to come back now? Over go VMAX once again, and she's called there. Oh, what a fight. What a fight that was. The judges have said that Burn go out and VMAX go through to the final, where they will face off either against Xmas Furby or Thermidor 3. Let's get to the arena.
Roboteers, stand by.
A surprise package Xmas Furby has to be said, going against Thermidor 3.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Two very good machines here. They both look very similar. Red. They both have eyes and lifting weapons. But Xmas Furby are on their side. Can they get back from there? Or is it already over? I wonder Thermidor came in for another flip. They should have just left them. They would have had that battle in the bag. Now Xmas Furby underneath Thermidor 3. Can Thermidor 3 self-right here? Why are they not self-righting? Why are they not self-righting? Is there something wrong with the flipper? Oh, what a huge shame this could be. What an upset it would be. Xmas Furby, the robot that has never won a battle in RWA. Thermidor have self-rights that are okay. And now they've been flipped up and over once again, but they self-fight fantastically as well. Goodness me, this is a terrific fight already. All the action, all the mayhem, all the carnage. Xmas Furby underneath Thermidor once again. They've been such a surprise package in this Christmas special. They've never won a battle before this special. They completely rebuilt their machine. They've entered it into this Christmas Championship and they've made it through to the semis. I'm sure they must be happy with that, but surely by this point they must want the championship. Thermidor being pushed towards the sidewall again, driven in now with malfunction. Can they get that flipper into play? Yes, they can. So there is still plenty of power in their weapon. Can they use it, however, effectively? Christmas Furby, Xmas Furby, whatever you want to call it, stuck it out on the side wall. Oh, they broke off Thermidor's flipper! And now surely that must make Xmas Furby the huge favourite in this battle. They're trying to get them stuck against the side wall. Thermidor have no weapon, and now they've been piggybacked by Christmas Furby, and now taken towards the pit and dumped down. Oh, what a huge, what a victory from Xmas Furby, and they are through to the final. I don't think anyone can believe this. What a performance there by Xmas Furby. Thermidor 3, they go out and into the playoff. Xmas Furby go into the final. But first, it is the aforementioned playoff. Burn versus Thermidor 3. These two fought each other earlier on in this tournament. Who will come out on top and claim the bronze?
Roboteers, stand by.
Will it burn, burn, burn? Or will the lobster get the final pinch?
3, 2, 1, activate.
One has to wonder how much damage was done to Thermidor's flipper. Well, they managed to fix it pretty well by the aspects of that. Flip on Burn. Burn now coming in on the side, trying to spike those tyres with that spike. That wasn't the usual powerful spike from Burn. I'm wondering if their spike is okay. Perhaps Thermidor trying to get that flipper underneath. They want third place. They were embarrassed by losing to Xmas Furby. They have a very powerful weapon. It broke off. They managed to fix it. They want to prove that that weapon can work. And working it is. Burn though trying to get that spike in on the tyres once again. Burn thrown over yet again though, self-fighting, but again flipped over. Thermidor is relentless here. Now these two met earlier in the quarter-final stages in their quarter-final melee, and they both managed to beat Unique and Dante to get this far, and Burn had been spiked by Malfunction. Oh, and thrown away. Oh, and Malfunction's axe head has managed to come off of Burn. It's come off with Burn, it's stuck underneath Burn, and now that it's landed, I don't think it can drive. Oh, that is such a shame for them, and what an unfortunate way to go out, but yes, they have been beached. They cannot move anywhere with that axe head stuck underneath them. Oh, that is such a shame, and they know it, and so do the house robots. In comes Karma, look there, you can just see it hanging out of the... Oh, that is such a shame. And they've now been placed onto the drop zone where something heavy is about to land, and it does! Goodness me! And Burn, which is already a pretty flat robot, is even flatter now. Oh, that is such a shame for them. Goodness me. What a performance though by Burn. They've completely rebuilt it since we last saw it in Series 28 of the original robot, what was Armageddon. And they're about to be dumped down the pit by Karma. Down they go. What an unfortunate loss for them, but what a performance by Thermidor 3, and they've come third in this, the Christmas Championship. Confirmation here, Burn lose and Thermidor 3 claim the bronze. Well done to them, look forward to seeing them in Rebirth 3. But now, for the main event, the Christmas Special Final. The first time in 6 years we will see an RWA Christmas Special Champion. VMAX versus Xmas Furby. Let's get to the arena.
Roboteers, stand by.
So this is it, the final, VMAX versus Xmas Furby.
3, 2, 1, activate.
I don't think anyone expected these two machines to make it to the final of this, but there you go. RWA is full of surprises. Xmas Furby getting underneath VMAX and driving them around the arena and toppling them over. They got the first effective flip in underneath and again underneath and toppling VMAX up and over once again and driving towards that arena sidewall, and there's a gap in that sidewall, and look at that! They're trying to force them through the gap in the sidewall! They want this so much. They've never managed to get past the first round before, and now they're in the final. They really want this, but so did VMAX. They came second, don't forget, in Series 29 of the original RWA Championships, but the last ever RWA before it got rebooted, and now Xmas Furby are caught up in the Christmas decorations. Now can they get back from there? Or is this it? Has their run come to an end? They seem to be, if they manage to get away from there now, but can they self-right? Not on that first attempt, but on the second attempt, yes they could. But VMAX managing to pressurise them against the arena sidewall, and once again, they are stuck, and they've now managed to self-right once again, and now underneath, no they're not, VMAX once again underneath them here, trying to throw them over yet again. Xmas Furby though, finally managed to get underneath, and flipping VMAX up and over, that's what they needed to do, and driving them into Malfunction, seems like Malfunction with them both, VMAX self-fighting, now underneath them once again, and now flipping them over once again here, in towards Malfunction CPZ. Can they get away from it? Yes they can, thanks to Malfunction in part actually. So for me, VMAX are on top at this point in time, but I don't count Xmas Furby up just yet. They wanted to dig down deep, and that is exactly what they are doing. Coming in on the attack, lifting them up and over once again, underneath once again now, and slamming them into the side wall, trying to pluck them up. Maybe try and get them into the pit of oblivion using that grab and lift and throw tactic, which they've used so much in this championship already. Oh, and VMAX barely self-fighting. barely managing to flip themselves over, so that must mean they must be low on the juice, but not enough. They managed to flip over Xmas Furby. They self-right once again though. Xmas Furby once again just pressurising them, and VMAX there with a power spurt out of nowhere, but it was too powerful if anything, because it didn't self-right them, it just threw them into the side wall, and now they've been slammed into Karma's CPZ once again. Goodness me, just trying to keep up with all this. Xmas Furby, what a comeback, what a fight back. They've dug down deep, and now VMAX are in all sorts of trouble here. They can't self-right. In comes Karma for an attack, blocking them into the air, and they're very close to going out the arena, but they get dropped down once again. Karma now holding on to VMAX. Is VMAX still mobile? We're into the final 10 seconds here. Is VMAX okay, or are they done for? Is this Xmas Furby's championship? I'm not too sure. Cease called there. It's going to go to the judges, and I'm just wondering if the last few moments of this battle will sway it for Xmas Furby. Well, it went to the judges, and of course it was based on control, damage, and aggression, 3 criteria used in RWA. It was very, very close, but they've gone for Xmas Furby! Xmas Furby, the underdogs, true underdogs, surely! They've never won a battle, and now they've come along and won 4 straight victories to win the Christmas Special Championship. Well done to them, a huge congratulations, and thank you guys so much for watching. But before we go, sadly, it's time to say goodbye to a dear friend of RWA.
And that dear friend is sadly this arena. It's done me proud, I'm not going to lie, for the last couple of years. I managed to get 2 series of Rebirth out of it, a series of Cataclysm, a Halloween special, and now a Christmas special, but unfortunately it's just time to say goodbye to it. It's so knackered, it's unreal. I mean, you can see literally the arena is bent here. If I get, for example, Christmas Furby back in here, as you can see, the ground has become uneven, so I mean, that's literally meant to be flat on the floor, and as you can see, it's just not. The pit box is actually being propped up by stuff. If I move that stuff out of the way, as you can see, it just falls straight down. Hang on, there we go. I mean, yeah. And I also put this metal box underneath it to hold the base up, the middle up, because it dips down. The floor flipper has had to be rebuilt and restructured several times. The walls are caving in and falling apart. It's not a very well arena, unfortunately. So it is time, as they say, to say goodbye to the old and say hello to the new. And there will be a new arena for Rebirth Series 3, which I very much look forward to you guys seeing. You'll see it, of course, in the first episode of Rebirth 3. Not too sure when it's going to be uploaded yet, as of me making this video. Hopefully by the time I've uploaded it, I'll have a better idea. But there we go.
A fond farewell there to our arena, and a fond farewell to all you guys who have watched. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Yuletide spirits, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year. I've been Anderson9132, the Robot Wars Guru, and I'll see you in the new year for Rebirth 3. Bye-bye.